Hi, thanks for enrolling in History 2460, The Rise of Modern Asia. My name is Joshua Hill. I'll be your instructor for this online course. I'm an assistant professor in the history department at Ohio University, specializing in modern Chinese history. And my own interest in China and in East Asia came about through my experiences living and working in mainland China over the last decade and a half. Now, I originally went there in 1999 as a recent college graduate to work as an English teacher at a Chinese elementary school in a small city. And I went there not knowing anything about Chinese history, about Chinese language, about Chinese culture. But my immersion in it ended up leaving me fascinated by China. I was in particular impressed by the enormous pace and scale of changes going on there. And so that led me to not only several more jobs living and working in China, but also to graduate school, where I began to study, in a formal sense, not only Chinese history, but the history of the interactions between China and its neighbors in Korea and in Japan. When I came to Ohio University in the fall of 2013, I was especially excited to be able to teach a course like this, an introductory level course that looks at the historical backdrop to the changes that are happening in East Asia today. I think it's critically important for young people in the early 21st century to have a sense of what's happening in East Asia and how that might impact your lives going forward. In addition to keeping up in this course by staying current in the textbook reading and also in the online lectures and PowerPoint slides, I also hope that you'll contact me via email if you have questions or concerns about what you're learning, because this is a course that really it requires a level of engagement in order to be very successful at it. You know, by way of concluding this introduction to myself and to the course, I thought it might be helpful for you to think of one of the most influential texts in the history of East Asia. This is a text that we'll explore a little bit in the first unit of this course, and it's a recording of the conversations that Confucius, an ancient Chinese philosopher, had with some of his immediate students. In the very first conversation recorded in this book, and in fact, in the very first sentence of that conversation, Confucius says to his students, to study and then to use at the right time the things that you have studied. Is this not a pleasure? My hope for you is that you will find this to be a pleasure as you go through this course, and certainly I'm looking forward to being involved in this process, being involved in this journey with you. Thanks.